What's going on, people? We are back with another WTF Paranormal.
And this episode, we're going to be checking out our own WTF EVP.
It was kind of weird. We were reviewing our last WTF episode, and we found something that we're not quite sure what it is. We're going to show you the Audacity file where you can see
the wave patterns,
the different wave patterns. We're going to play the whole, not the whole episode, but the whole segment where it happened, and then we're going to shrink it down, and we did some experimentation. I'm going to be able to noise reduce this and normalize it while recording this video, so you can see what we do.
You're gonna see the breakdown. You're gonna see how, even with our own evidence, we're gonna tear it apart, and we're in the truth business.
That we are in the truth business. Blind Brick Productions. Also, we will have another video coming out in a little while explaining our new Patreon account, which you can see over on the side of our video here. Be sure to check out our Patreon account.
Yeah, we'd like to go ad free. And the Patreon account is just simply gonna help us get equipment, get us out in the field. We want higher production values.
We're looking at investigating more, so we're going to offer a few things to people that subscribe to our Patreon account. We'll go into it on our next video, but let's get into
the EVP
session. So, like I said, you can see our Audacity file right there. I need to bring it up on mine. There we go. Okay, so we're going to mute the mic because you'll get an echo if we have the mic on. I'm going to get rid of that.
So now you guys can see it well.
And so just listen closely and see what you hear. We'll play it a couple times.
With us discussing it right now.
Yeah, but then nah.
With us discussing it right now.
Yeah, but then nah. Yeah, but then So, did you hear it?
I heard it.
I heard it. I was the first one to notice it, actually, when we were reviewing the recording.
Now, if you didn't hear it, you hear me say something, then you hear Rick start to talk, and behind Rick, at the same time, you hear, I believe it says, but what would we be doing?
I believe that's what I thought I heard. Like I said, we're not sure what this is. We're going to go deeper into it.
Yeah, at first I thought it was me. I'm still not 100%, which is why we tear our evidence apart. But we've done some experiments, and it very well could be just a nice Class A EVP.
It could be. I'm gonna go ahead and go in and change the speed of this one spot.
Right. And while we're talking, just so you guys know, I do live in an active house, and that's where we're recording. So, I mean, EVPs do happen here.
They do. Weird stuff has happened to us here. All right, gonna mute the mic so we don't get the echo again. Just listen.
With us discussing it right now. Yeah, but then we do not. Yeah, but then we. Yeah, but then we. No. Yeah, but then we do.
Okay. If you notice, it slowed it down. I'm going to try to zoom in right here to where we can see the wavelength pattern, because if you can see it the way we see it, the wavelength on Brandon's voice and whatever this other voice is,
they don't match.
They don't match. You'll see higher peaks in Brandon's voice, and this one's kind of flat.
There's no echo in this voice either. It's not... Like, if we turn the microphone on and listen to this, there's no echo in that voice, but there is in ours. Ours are tinny, and that one is still, it's the same.
All right. So here would be Brandon's voice, right where my mouse is. That is his peaks. You can see him. Over here, you can see it under, these peaks are my voice. Right in here, the higher peak. I was closer to the mic that night. And these here, these are not either of us.
Right. That's the other voice, and you notice those patterns are similar, but they're not the same.
Well, I'm looking at it, and right here on this part of the voice is thicker than most everywhere on yours.
Right. And see, I do have a nice deep voice, but I actually try to lighten it up for everybody because it's almost too deep. So that's why you see I have those, and I know I wouldn't have gone deep for that because I modulate my voice very well for everybody.
And I personally don't remember hearing Brandon say any of this.
I don't either. So like I said, we listened to it, but we did some experiments where we tried to recreate it with me saying it to compare it. Rick would talk, and I'd talk at the same time.
This next one is actually me taking a snippet of Brandon's voice and the snippet from the voice we heard and playing them together.
We're trying to see if it is me or an EVP, because we were the only two men in the house.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to compare them, and you'll see the comparison when I bring it back up on screen.
You'll hear it.
You will definitely hear it. So we're gonna mute the mic again and go see what we can find out with this.
Discussing it. Discussing it. Discussing it. Video. 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 Discussing it. Discussing it. Discussing it.
Okay. So that was comparing the two of them side by side. You can look at it right now.
The top is me.
The top voice is Brandon.
For sure.
So that's this one. Where's my mouse? That's this one here. This one is Brandon. This one is the voice. And once again, I'm going to zoom in on it.
There we go.
You can see the different peaks. How this one's flat. Again, we played them separately and together so you could hear them, and I'm going to do it again. So I'll play them together, and then I'll play Brandon separate from the voice, and then I'll play the voice separate from Brandon's, and see what you think.
Discussing it. Discussing it. Discussing it. Discussing it. Video. Video. Video.
So there you go. And just so you know, we're not comparing it to Rick because obviously Rick was talking at the same time as this thing, so we know it wasn't Rick.
And you can definitely see the difference in my wavelength on the audio. If you listen to this with headphones, I have it set up to where, I'm going to go back and put it back on left and right and centered. But right now it's on left and right, so if you're listening to it in headphones, you'll hear one in one ear and one in the other.
Which really helps you distinguish. I tried it earlier, Rick's suggestion, and it made it a lot clearer for me. So what do we got next?
Our next one is where we try to recreate the EVP.
Now this one's interesting because Rick and I, we tried a few times. We were a little out of sync, but we did eventually kind of
get it.
Yeah. And you'll see it does not sound the same.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and mute the mic again, and I'm going to show you this. You can see the different wavelengths. The one on top is us trying to recreate it. The one on the bottom is the actual audio. And again, I will separate them from each other so you can see the differences. So just hold tight.
Yeah, but then... What were you doing?
Yeah, but then...
What were you doing? But then... What were you doing? But then... What were you doing? Yeah, but then... Yeah, but then be doing. Yeah, but then be doing.
Okay. So as you can see, we did try to recreate it. We got moments that did sound similar, but what I've noticed from this voice is it's very. Our voices have the tendency to ting off our mic, which is we need a new mic. I love this mic, but we do need a new mic. This one's pretty old.
Patreon. The mic isn't bad, but yeah, it does have some tinniness once in a while and some echo problems, and you can hear that in our voices, but you can't hear that in the other one. And as you see, when we recreated it, yeah, you heard me saying the same thing while Rick was saying the same thing, talking at the same time. It does sound completely different. This is a toughie. It really is. Because I mean, anybody could easily say, "Well, that's just B," you know. And even I was saying that, but I'm not sure anymore.
I mean, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna try to separate voices out of it. I need to get a good program to do that. If you hear it, and let us know what your opinion is.
Yeah, please give us your opinions. Please comment. And this is what we do. Like I said, even with our own evidence, I am not gonna label that a Class A EVP till I'm positive.
It could be, but I mean, there's so many circumstances that it could. Like, I don't remember Brandon saying it, but sometimes
we talk a lot, and we talk over each other sometimes because I mean, well, we've known each other forever,
yeah, and we both always want to say something different than what the other one has to say, and
we play off each other, and there's a lot of talking. So it's an iffy one. At this point, it does look like an EVP, though.
It does look like an EVP. I can't guarantee it. If you guys want to strip the audio from the video, this video, or the other video,
analyze it yourselves,
and hit us back. You can always email us at blindbrick@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter.
If you're a creator, do a response video.
Yeah, if you're a
creator, we're fine with that.
Do a response video to our videos, any of them. We don't care. I'm not going to hit you up for copyright.
Yeah, we don't. We want interaction with everybody. So, I mean, you guys know that, though. We've said it enough.
We are working on a few more things. We're going to be doing another video here soon, real quick, about our Patreon. And then tonight, I think we're going to do another monster cast.
So get ready for at least another 45-minute to hour-and-a-half long video, depending on how it goes.
What we're talking about, and at least one of the girls should be involved in the conversation with us.
Hopefully both of the Monster Cast girls will get involved.
Hopefully. But can't guarantee that.
But anyway, guys, that was our EVP. We would really like your opinions. We appreciate you. And
we love you guys. I mean, thank you
really
for listening.
You've made us very happy.
She's not here, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And Monstercast Boys out. Stay creepy.